And an extra big hand to all of you for helping us reach our goal of 1,500. Thank you ever so much. Ever so much. That was just so awesome, especially for such a well-coordinated event, such a short amount of time. Oh, feels good to be here, though. All right, so winding down for the rest of our event this weekend. I've got a couple more games to continue on for what we had yesterday. Going to be running this beat-em-up classic known as Turtles in Time. Now, I'm running it on the easy category because that's what I've been learning for the upcoming RG 4-year anniversary relay that we've got coming up in a week from now. Control scheme is just to taste. Got on the highest number of lives just because, be safe. Why not? Manual dash here is actually extremely important. We need to make sure we have this on to enable best possible speed. And back attacks turned off just because back attacks are really bad. Animation's just my preferred color scheme. I like seeing that round. And get started. I'll get to the reasons why of that here in just a moment, and starts as soon as he lands on the ground, so we're going to go right ahead. Alright, so key moves we're going to see here. Big one is this dash special here. This looks like a Liu Kang style flying kick. Didn't expect that to work that well. See me do a lot of this. These purple soldiers here are certainly the most common enemies. See quite a bit of them throughout this game. Which is good for us because they have really low health totals. They die in one special, whether we get a standing spin kick or a running flying kick, it's going to kill them either way. A few other soldiers have similar properties, but we'll get to that shortly. Go just do that, get rid of them out of the way. Not going to see the stand special as much. It's an excellent move, but it does drain our health, so it turns health into an even more primary resource. I did not want that to happen. Let's slam these guys. You're also going to see me use this fine, but I was actually referring to this one where we actually just pound them to putty on the ground like so. It's a great form of crowd control. Kills all enemies around it. For our first boss here we have Baxter. Very hard boss to manipulate correctly. I hope for the best here. Try and get as little life as I can. Okay. We can get up here, hit him over there. Decent fight, and we only ended it with 1 health, which means less frame count down at the very end. When you end the stage, it counts down the health that you have remaining, and each HP it counts down at, it counts up as an extra frame, so getting on the lowest health possible is great. Our next stage here we have Alley Cat Blues. Pretty cool stage, has one of my favorite music tracks. Not really how I wanted that to go. You're also going to see me doing a whole lot of running and trying to get some orders of basically just despawn strats going here. I did not expect that to end that quickly. Unfortunate that happened. I believe the number of throws you get is actually random. Used to seeing like anywhere from 3 to 4, but that time we only got 2, and that's probably the most rare pattern. A few more of these guys. Definitely not intending to do so many standing specials. I'm getting pretty low on health here. Shouldn't get that huge of a deal, though. Guys climbing out from behind the fence are just going to get tossed anyway. This is fine. Snag this here, kill all these guys in our way. I hope I can place this correctly. Hit that out there. Unfortunate. Okay, that'll work. For Metalhead, very low health here. Very susceptible to just getting specialed all friggin' day. Hit him really hard as we can. Been to anti-air with that, but that's actually okay because that means I took more damage. I'd like to finish that a little bit lower, but I got a little overzealous with the dash specials. Not a huge deal though. Wasn't a great fight, but meh.
Sewer surface.
One of 2 auto-scroller stages we're going to see here. This jamming music track. Here's how the bonus stages work. We've got enemies that we can fight throughout the stage that all die in 1 hit, but our goal is to ensure that we don't interact with any of them. At the end of the stage, it counts down the number of enemies that we killed and the number of items we collected and provides us bonus points, and all that does is chalk up more time. So all I'm going to do is just do my best to make sure I can avoid all of them here by doing jumps over their punches, sword slashes, things like that. Bottom left is tend to where I tend to be the most comfortable. Chill out here. Got the sword. This guy's kind of a troll. He can do that. Like, he can zigzag up and down and just kind of be that guy. Doesn't want to leave the screen. The gates, I tend to just use special. I don't actually think it's necessary if you're in the leftmost pixel, but I do it just out of habit anyway. I'm gonna do that, dodge over these. Same thing with the balls, but here it's actually necessary. You can jump them. I just prefer to do spin because if I jump, I might land on another one. For our last section of enemies, we got these pizza monsters. Chill out in the bottom right. You won't get hit at all with the exception of one that can attack you. It's the one that's third from last, so it's going to be the guy right here. We're going to move up and right back down. That'll take us on to our boss. All we have to do at the end here is just dodge this last pizza, and we are safe. Move on to our boss here. By far the easiest boss in the game. It's the same pattern every single time. Rat King has really, really low health. It's something like 96 health. And specials do 16, so 5 of them in a row are going to take out 80 of that 96. Then we're going to go ahead and hack away with some hits. Just going to take him out. And conveniently, we only have 1 health. Pretty great stuff there. Pretty perfect stage. Moving on to our Technodrome.
Technodrome. Let's kick shout.
For those that may be curious, I don't actually practice the wrong warp that's in this stage, because you can see the fact that I didn't go ahead and summon a second turtle to do that thing. Oh, this guy. I kind of messed that setup up a little bit, but still fine. I was hoping he wasn't going to be off screen. Get rid of them. Throw him. That messed up a little bit, but we're fine here. New enemy here in Mousers. We actually don't see them past this stage. I tend to do a lot of throw strats with Mousers around, because slams work on them as well. I didn't want that to happen. Do pardon me a moment. I'm going to make sure I can get some crowd control here. Snag this health. And for these guys, I'm actually going to take them out in some short waves. Grab this. These enemies are a little bit tougher, so I tend to want to just wait for the spin until I can get there. So for Toka and Razar, there's actually a really cool quick kill you can do on them. It's pretty hard to do. I've only gotten it once, I think. We're going to go for it, though. Let him fall down here. Nice. Actually got it that time. Good stuff. Feels so good to get that, but I usually miss it just because I miss a dash input, because those dashes across the screen are crucial. Get them out there. Classic Konami elevator section here. Get them coming out of the elevator there. This elevator is actually kind of fun. There's just a lot of really cool setups you can do. Let these guys whisk across the screen, take them out with 1 kick. Roadkill Rodneys are also extremely low on health and just will die in 1 special, much like the purple soldiers. Good. Didn't get one guy to the bottom. There's a Mouser on the left who's a complete troll. He will move to the bottom coming out of the elevator every time, and it causes you to miss. That works. These guys also have low health, which this guy can move. For this last little section of shield guard, guys, we're going to hope we can get some slide inputs. That'll work. Messed up the second slide, but on to the friggin' boss. Here we have Shredder. Most unique boss in the game, because he takes complete advantage of what Mode 7 has to offer the SNES. Hope we get the correct side here. Throw to the screen we saw at the very beginning. We're going to be seeing a lot of that here. To throw 9 of these enemies into him in a row. Actually won't mind if I take some hits here. I can get here in terms of time. Okay, cool. Pretty easy to fight. There's a lot of health to count down, unfortunately, because I had to take that pizza before we came in here. But currently working on finding a strat that I can use to whittle that down. It would be nice. Alright, so Shredder's really mad. Sends us into this time warp. Starting off with the long-forgotten ancient times here in the prehistoric age. This is actually probably my least favorite stage in the game from both a casual and a speedrun standpoint. It has a lot of really weird ticks to it. It does have some cool legit speed strats like Dino Skip, which unfortunately I've also not been able to get that often. I think I've only pulled it off once. Guess now's the time, right? We're doing it for charity. I didn't get it. Right? Yeah, this one here at the very top, if we let him continue to move along like that, it means we didn't get it. We can get that guy on screen for a throw, so we'll just go for it on the other guy. Wipe those guys out. Alright. The thing I hate about this section is that on easy, you have enemies that spawn in waves. Like, you have one spawn, then another spawn. On higher difficulties, you get two at the same time, which is great. I'm gonna hope one of those bombs hits this guy. Did not. The second guy, though, so that's cool. Grab the spin. Kill him. Didn't want him getting that far on the screen, but sometimes you just gotta deal. More waves of enemies here. Failure there. Let him get run over. Ah, didn't want that to happen. Just to come in at the bottom. This works, though. Death there isn't that big of a deal. Generally for those guys, I'll always go for a slide. It goes under their shield, and they can't block it. So, for this boss, by far the biggest casual killer, we have Slash. It's actually a quick kill I'm going to go for on him. Let's see if I can get it. It's very hard. Wait, actually got it. Very different timing from higher difficulties because your shoulder hits him twice for some reason as opposed to the one time it hits him on, like, say, hard. So you have to alter up your timing, and you actually have to reduce the number of dash attacks that you're doing with him into the corner. Then, of course, you just finish him off with specials from there. Oh yeah, shout out to Shredder with the face on the mountain in the back. I always thought that was a nice touch. Okay. Skull and Crossbones. Amazing stage. I love the music in this stage so much. I was really, really hoping I'd be able to hit that guy too. Troll. Technically that's on me, but still annoying. For these arrow guys, I'm actually just going to ignore them. We got more than enough enemies that are spawning in other sections that I really just shouldn't have to deal with them. Pink soldiers become the priority here just because they have more health than the purple guys. I'm going to ignore him, move to this side. Yep, didn't get it. It's okay though, we can just do a slam. This is fine. For easy, that pirate ship actually doesn't fire at us from the background, which is pretty odd. Nice backup strat there. I was hoping to be able to catch them both at once, but I'm actually going to go ahead and grab the spin here. The invincibility doesn't hurt, but the thing that's really important is those green guys that spawn actually can slow down other spawns. No. Okay, that was odd. Sometimes they go off screen. Pretty annoying. Let's get away from these guys. Kill all of them. Bomb will take care of the guy that jumps on the ship. Take care of all these guys in one slam. Ah, that's unfortunate. This part's kind of annoying simply because the guy with the gun can really be a problem if you space out incorrectly. For Rocksteady, we're going to go ahead and move down here. I say Rocksteady because Bebop's basically a non-factor. I got out of the way. Yeah, a little slow fight there, but the upside is we've got really, really low health for this section, so we're going to be able to just count down right to do the screen. The ideal strat you want to do is you want to keep kicking Rocksteady over to the left, and then once they break up the crossing of the stream, then you just special them and dash bust them to the corner. It's kind of hard to time. I've only gotten it a handful of times, but he moved off to the right, and we kind of had to make do. So for the train, first of all, amazing music. Good lord, this song is amazing. It's so good. Love Barry Michelle so much. Just go ahead and take care of that duder. Tend to want to focus on the blue guys here. They're really shifty and they have way more health than they should. them out there. These guys with the coat spawn. The orange guys with the chains have the same health as a purple soldier, so you can just take them out in one hit usually. Just toss this guy. Him too, because why not? Got a single stone warrior coming up here. We're just going to slide right past him and make sure we don't have to see him again. Go ahead and just chuck this guy back and forth real fast. Where this stage alone created Sunset Riders. Take care of these guys. Lost a little bit of health that I wouldn't want to lose. We'll go ahead and wipe the screen there, bypass that Stone Warrior, never see him again. Move on to our boss in Leatherhead. Interesting boss here. He's actually a really fun boss when you can master your iframes against him. Didn't want to collect the health there. Just gonna finish him off here. Okay. Pretty low health. Really, it's all that comes down to is when he crawls to the other side, just special right away. And 9 times out of 10, you're going to be able to hit him as long as your timing is good. Because your spin kick iframes right through the crawl.
Neon Knight Riders.
Just remember, this takes place 2 years from now. This is our second bonus stage. Another amazing song. Same goal as the first one. We want to make sure we don't interact with any enemies. On this stage, though, it's a little bit tougher because they decided to really be worth mode 7, and unfortunately we got hit. We'll lose a frame for that later, but not a huge deal. More annoying than anything. If anything else, it means I don't have to stress as much with trying not to get hit by these guys. They're going to pop up. Generally what I want to do is I want to make sure they're going to swing at me once and then disappear if I can help it. I was just a little too close to that guy when I went for that. Avoid the bombs. That one shouldn't be a problem. One last section here. Guy's going to swing at me. There's one last pizza we're going to have after all these mousers. One thing I found out, though, that's interesting. You can't special to go invincible through these things. It actually hits them. They actually have a hitbox, and I didn't know that until within the last week, and I've been playing this game for 26 years. Last little section of helicopters here. We're just going to chill out here at the bottom. Stage is just basically straight up F-Zero. I wish you could see cities that cool in F-Zero. I'm gonna show off one of my favorite glitches. If you hold up, you have Raph just looking off into the distance. So colorful, man. He also actually gets to watch Krang fly in from the background. That's a nice touch. I know he's ready to go. So for Krang, we have a pretty specific setup here. I'm actually going to try to position this correctly. Starts off with a number of specials. We're going to go through with 3 of them. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Okay, now I will get hit. That's actually an intentional death. And we're just going to go up and special and finish him off. Down to 1 health, and there we go. Krang also suffers from pretty bad health, and special just does so much damage. Wrap up another bonus level. Onto our last full stage before the big finale. This this stage is known as a killer of runs for a reason. Let's put that first and foremost. Starbase is a really, really long stage. Shredder's basically had enough, and he's just going to throw everything he possibly can at you. Though canonically, it's probably Krang that's doing it. Oh, hey, neat. I've actually never... Oh, I guess I hadn't despawned it. Thought for sure I despawned it. I'm just going to ignore him. Oh, wait. Doesn't let me. Okay. This is fine. I'm going to go ahead and snag this. Try and despawn these robot walkers. Didn't work. Sometimes you can pull it off. I managed to do it once. The timing specifications of it are a little crazy. Get rid of these guys. White soldiers carrying nunchucks also have pretty low health. Foot soldiers forgot their laundry. This part's obnoxious. The guys with knives are just annoying. Actually, I'm just going to ignore this guy. Dash right through. Some slams so I can iframes through this cold we're going to experience. Go one last soldier. Pick him up there. See if I can despawn them. Probably didn't work. Nope, sure did. Not a big deal, though. Just knew he was going to beat that guy about it. Okay, cool. We managed to despawn the other blue guy, so that's a thing. Couldn't get rid of this guy, though. Unfortunate. Went with our highest damage attack and got rid of him. Grab this. Mostly want this for the guard soldiers. Those guys are pretty awful. Damn, he went extra mile, didn't he? Went all the way across. It's unfortunate. Okay. Didn't want that. I was just trying to kick him. Would have been way faster. Okay. Kill this guy, too. So here we have Krang. Krang's pretty awful. By far the worst boss in the game from a random standpoint. First cycle, we can just special him 3 times, no problem. We're going to grab the pizza. For second cycle, he did spawn close to the ground, so that's good. For the third cycle, all bets are off. And he spawned a little too high. So we have to hit him 3 times to get him to come down. Unfortunately, our only attacks we can do terrible damage. Ever the killer of paces, this guy. God, please, dude. Okay. Not a great fight. He gave us 3 bad cycles in a row there at the end, but go ahead and moving on and wrap her up. Ugh. Worst RNG sync in the game is that guy. Alright, for Super Shredder, there's actually a wide variety of strats you can do with him. The most consistent one that seems to work is the one where you just take Death Abuse and just do specials to him and over and over. But if you can push him to the corner and he gives you favorable movement, then you can forego that and just do dash specials instead. I'm definitely going to take a death here, though, since I only have 1 health. See if I can push him to the corner. That's good. Okay, so I think I'm actually going to have to take another death. Because I want to finish him off with as little damage as much damage as I can there, and that's going to be time. 117. I actually believe that's a PB for me. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, the Shredder fight's kind of... It's really weird, and it's kind of all over the place. But still, just get as much damage in as you can, and you're generally going to do fine. Regardless of the difficulty. In fact, on easy, it's even more annoying just because of the fact that you have... I don't think of what it is. Because of the fact that he goes through his attack steps a lot slower. Whereas on something like normal or hard, he just whips through them super quickly. So, that being said, that's going to wrap up Turtles in Time. Do hope you all enjoyed that. Let's go ahead and give me just one moment, and we'll get our next game set up.